Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carolyn Vig and I am a body positive personal trainer and an online health and wellness coach. So today's video is going to be sort of a Q&A, but with a theme. So I've been getting a lot of questions recently about people having a hard time figuring out if they should be resting more or if it's appropriate to exercise in certain situations, even if they're maybe tired and things like that. And it's a really good question because there really is no one answer. So I've been giving a lot of people clarity when they come to me and ask these questions through like my Instagram DMs or email, and a few of them have agreed that they're okay with me sharing their questions because I'm sure, if they're all feeling like that, there's probably a bunch of you who are as well. So we're going to go over 3 questions, like I said today. They are all related to this topic of rest, recovery, do I need to take some time off of the gym? But they're also all very unique questions. So the first question, and this one came to me through Instagram, and you can find my Instagram handle in the bio if you want to follow me over there if you're not already. So this question says, do you have any advice for exercise / helping myself feel comfortable taking it easy when feeling sick? And this is definitely not the first time that someone has asked me this question, and not the first time, that I've asked myself this kind of question, because I don't know how many of you know this about me, but when I was in college, I got sick a lot. And, that had to do with a lot of various reasons, gut health, immunity, all that. I found a lot of resolution in that recently. But, frequently getting sick, frequent infections meant that I had to be making this decision a lot, whether I was going to be going to the gym when feeling sick or if I was going to, be taking it easy. And the biggest thing here is that there really is no wrong answer. And that's exactly what I told her on Instagram. It's, being sick, your body is using its resources, using its energy to fight this infection, which means that if you're really kind of in the throes of it and you're really not feeling good, you don't have to force yourself to go exercise. And in fact, it may even be the better decision for your recovery from whatever it is you're dealing with to stay home and rest. However, if you're really, really feeling like you want to move your body and that might help you feel a little bit better energetically, maybe your back is getting sore from lying on the couch all day long, it's also okay to decide to move. If you are feeling sick though, I definitely recommend, taking things a few notches back from how intensely you would exercise if you were feeling well. So maybe instead of going for a run, you go for a walk. Maybe instead of, an hour-long intense vinyasa yoga session, you do a 30-minute restorative yoga session. Dialing things back so that you can really continuously check in on your energy and how you're feeling. And as you go through your workout, you can decide if you want to push it a little harder or if you maybe want to end early and just go home to take another nap. So the biggest takeaway here is that you have permission to do whatever is going to feel best for you. And if the idea of taking time off because you feel sick feels in your gut like the right decision, but you're having some guilt and shame around skipping a workout, then that's where your, attention needs to be. Why are you feeling guilty about skipping a workout, even when you know that it's probably the best thing for your health? And you guys know that's something I talk about a lot. So you can go back through my Instagram posts where I talk a little bit more about kind of body image and mindset around fitness. But in this situation, yes, you have 100% permission to take a day off, as many days off in a row as you need until you feel better. And then when you check in and yes, today movement sounds like the right thing for me to do, then you have permission to engage with exercise in whatever way you think is going to feel best. And you have permission to change your mind at any point during your workout. On to question number 2. Okay, yeah. So I love this question, and now this one came from one of my friends, and there was a long kind of lead up to it, but I wanted to pull this particular little question out of our conversation to share with you all because I think it's a really kind of interesting situation that I've never actually delved into before in any of my content. So here we go. So basically, this woman, this friend of mine, she works an active job, has dealt with some like stress and anxiety in her life, and recently in the past couple of years, going to the gym and doing strength training and other kind of just like gym focused exercises has been really important for her like mental health and like healing journey with anxiety and all of that. So that's kind of where all this starts, is that right now her relationship with the gym is a very positive one for the most part, and it is an important healing tool for her. Movement is a tool to manage mental health in a really positive way. However, just because of life circumstances with work, having a very active job, she's just felt like she's needed to take it easy a little bit, take a few days off, which was no problem until it got to day 6 in a row of not being in the gym. And all of a sudden, that kind of understanding came to her that, oh my gosh, if I don't go work out tomorrow, that will be a full week that I haven't been to the gym. And that was kind of a jarring realization for her. And she just wanted to sort of talk out like, does it actually matter? Why do I care so much? And I thought that was such a cool thing that she brought up that maybe you can relate to. And I know that I have definitely felt that way in the past too. I think when it comes to fitness, we tend to think of our workout schedules on like a week by week basis. And we think of it in terms of, yes, I'm allowed to rest, but I need to make sure that I still go to the gym or I still get my workout in, at least weekly. So then all of a sudden you have that parameter set up for yourself. And then what happens when a full week goes by? So she sent that email to me leading up to the gym and kind of just asked like, what do you think about this? How do I sort of handle these thoughts and feelings? And my answer to her was, first of all, it's 100% okay to take an entire week off of the gym. It's okay to take an entire year off of the gym, okay? It doesn't matter how long the time frame is of rest that you need. You are always allowed to make the decision to take that rest. So that's first of all, just unconditional permission to rest whenever you need it was the first thing I said. And then the second thing I, kind of advised her to do is to explore that thought process and those feelings a little bit. Like, why is it that you are kind of feeling uneasy about taking this particular length of time off? And what she said to me was so amazing. It was so cool. And it basically came down to that the gym has been an amazing tool for her with, coping with stress and anxiety. But she was realizing that it was one of her only tools she was using right now. So as soon as it was off the table, she didn't really have an effective way to, deal with the stresses in her life the way that she wanted to. So if you find yourself in this kind of situation too, where maybe the gym is a really positive coping mechanism for you, and then you find that you can't engage in exercise as often as you want to, do you have other tools in place to help you deal with the stress and anxiety of everyday life? And if the answer is no, what more gentle, less physically exhausting tools could you introduce into your life that could maybe help you manage stress? So maybe you need to do some more journaling, more meditation. And if you're clinging to exercise as your only way to manage stress, that, that can be okay for a little bit, but eventually you're going to want to introduce other stress management strategies like into your arsenal. Hopefully that helps you. If you're feeling, if you're feeling like taking time off of the gym is contributing to your stress, maybe it's because you need other stress management tools in your life for when exercise isn't an appropriate option to manage stress. I feel like I had one more question. Okay. Oh, I love this one too. So I just talked about 2 scenarios where the question asker was kind of feeling like, oh, like I probably should be resting more, but I have these kind of like hang-ups about it. Like, how can I get over that? How do I know that the decision I'm making is the right one? This one's sort of the opposite. It's, kind of in the other direction. So her question is, oh, that was my answer. Okay, here is her question. Question number 3. I just got back into lifting on Tuesday after almost a year and a half. I am so sore, but I did a 2-mile jog yesterday too. I don't know, I was eager to get back, she says. And now my roommate wants me to go to a spin class with her today. Would that do more harm than good, or can I go? So I think this is such an awesome question too, because this just shows that, you know, the way that we engage with fitness is always changing. So, you know, some people, they've got a really good routine, they're really in it, it's working really well for them, and then something changes and they're like, oh my gosh, I need permission to rest. I need to give myself permission to rest. Other people, it's kind of the other way around. You know, they've taken some time off for some reason, they're getting back into it, and then all of a sudden, whoa, this is going faster than I expected. Is this going to be harmful, or, you know, is it okay for me to do all of this at once? And so my answer to her was basically, yeah, go to spin class. It's okay to exercise if you're sore. That's a myth that, you know, I think sometimes keeps people out of being able to establish a good routine with fitness, or to be able to engage with fitness as much as they want to, is they think that if they're sore, then it's dangerous for them to work out. But that's definitely not true. You can certainly choose to rest if you're feeling sore and you don't want to work out because of it. But, you know, in this case, she wants to go to this spin class with her friend. She wants that social environment. She thinks it'll be fun. So I think she should totally do it. And she totally did. She told me about it. But yeah, the rest of my advice to her was basically go to the spin class, but keep an open mind about how you're feeling. Always be checking in. You know, you said you're sore, you've been doing a lot of activity, you definitely don't want to overwork yourself or under rest. So, you know, if the instructor tells you to bump it up a couple gears and you don't think that's the right decision for you, you don't have to. So just going in with the confidence of, I know what's best for my body, and I'm going to continue to make decisions based on what I know because of what my intuition is telling me, then you're gonna be fine. You know, sounds like she had a really great time in the class, and she was still really sore after, and then she took a couple days off before she went and worked out again. So that's sort of the flip side of what I was talking about before, that yes, it is 100% okay to rest whenever you feel like you need it. But it's also 100% okay to go and work out maybe more than you planned because you want to. You know, I talk about rest a lot because I find that a lot of the people who gravitate towards my work are on that end of the spectrum where they are doing too much than they maybe should be right now, that they are overdoing it for reasons that are not really serving them. But, you know, not everybody has to be resting more. Maybe you really do need more movement in your life. Maybe going to the gym a couple extra times a week or trying out that new class with a friend is going to be a really good decision for you. And you're allowed to make that decision completely separate of what anyone else says and thinks. So those are my 3 questions for this little Q&A today. I hope you enjoyed it. And sort of the just underlying lesson here is that no one knows your body better than you do. No fitness professional, no group fitness instructor, personal trainer, yoga teacher, no one can know how much exercise is going to be appropriate for you on any given day, week, month, year. You get to make that decision, and if you decide to listen to somebody's insight, you totally can. Trial and error is fine, but just know that your body is wise. Your body is always talking to you. And if you just learn to tune in and listen and then honor, you know, what it is that you're observing, you're just gonna feel so good. You're allowed to make whatever decisions you want to. That's my takeaway here. All right, everyone, before you leave, please be sure to go and follow me on Instagram and go sign up for my email list. I'm getting a lot more active on there, sending a lot of really cool, just like little check-ins, updates about sales and new offerings that I have. So definitely get on there. All the links will be in the bio. And if you are looking to connect with other people who are interested in body positive fitness, I have a Facebook community that is perfect for you. So a link for that will also be in the bio. All right, see you next time. Bye.